I first saw him on the dirt bike path behind the light rail. He was about 50 feet away, just yawning and scratching. He had a beautiful red coat and a white underbelly, black paws, and I stayed very still, wondering how close he might let me get. I took a soft step, and then another, and another. He let me get pretty close. His nose is long and sweet. And then when I was about 10 feet away, he excused himself into the bushes with calculated nonchalance. A final flick of that thick white-tipped tail. I walked the rest of the way home, feeling exquisite. Later, on my porch, I sensed him before I saw him, slipping out from the overgrowth and into the din of the streetlights. He had the curious look of a boy, new and fresh and wild and sensuous. I thought about leaving food, but I was afraid the squirrels would get it. So instead, I left my pillow on the porch, covered in the smells of me at my most peaceful and innocent. That night, he entered my dreams, and I embraced a coarse, lean body, wiry legs wrapped around my waist in an almost human way. That morning, the pillow on my porch had been nested in, a few scattered white hairs left in the circular impression of his body. Each night, I left the pillow out, and each night he returned, inching it closer and closer to the front door, until the night I just left the door open. His nose brushed my toe, then brushed my hair. I held my breath. I let him circle a few times, gently trampling down the bedding, and then settle behind me, his face tucked into the crook of my neck. That night, the moon cast a square beam of light onto the living room floor, and I lay there almost sick with nerves. I tried to settle my breathing as the wind blew through the open door and smoothed our entwined faces. I finally surrendered to sleep in the hazy, bird-chirpy morning. And when I awoke, he was gone. But I found his gift, left lovingly for me on the pillow, my black cat, lifeless. I felt strangely unmoved as I sniffed it, nudged it with my nose.
Strangers in the night, exchanging